Welcome back to another episode of the Rockstar Reacts. It's your host, Rockstar 2800, the most hated, the most opinionated, the most underrated. You know the truth. Like, comment, subscribe right now to this channel. If you haven't already, become a member. Turn on your notifications, tap that bell, smash that like button, follow SmutFree TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know, got the hottest content in these internet streets, no cap. All right, man, let's get into this. Spoetyface response. Now, the first response was definitely in my room. It was immediate. You know, Spoetyface is the one who put me up on game with Munchie B was dissing him. You know, he had got a call and it was pointed out to him. And, you know, I caught him in real time, right? He pulled up, it's on the page. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? But he also made his own response on his new channel, Spoety Justice. You know what I'm saying? That's Poetic Justice. So, with that being said, man, let's get into the content at hand. Let's see the official response from Spoety on Munchie B dissing him, man. You know, he caught a stray because Munchie has an issue with Flakko, and he's saying that street guys are condoning and protecting Flakko, right? Or agreeing with Flakko or staying out the business without pressing him. You know, so let's see Spoety chilling, man. He ain't been on the internet. Did Munchie wake him from the dead? Let's go.
Something slid across my desk yesterday that I felt it was worthy enough for a response. So you have one of my ex co-hosts of the No Jumper podcast, and also somebody that I thought, or I consider, to be a friend, or at least a good associate, of mine, Munchie B. He called me out. He had a few choice words for me that me personally I didn't appreciate, and of course he told me to fire my page up. So here I am right now, man. Munchie B, congratulations, you got my attention, bro. I went ahead and fired up the old Macintosh, man. So let's get into it, man. For those who not aware of the situation going on, I went on Dejan and Tam's page. On their podcast today in LA. Shout out to them. They always been good peoples to me over there. And I gave some hypotheticals over there. Never mentioned Munchie B name, not once. Every time I mention his name, it's always been, I think that bro misspoken, or he don't always be in his right mind. Basically defending them and not just saying what everybody else been saying. I guess he took exception to that, and felt a certain type of way, and he went on his show, Morals Over Money, and it had a few choice words for me. I was gonna do a reaction. I'm not gonna do a reaction. I'm gonna just straight shoot from the hip, man, in the heart. So he said a couple things that I'd like to get into right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Twice Yearly Prep is here.
He said, for some reason he thought I was talking about him, but he said, he said that how can any street dude hang with Dejan Paul? Not Dejan Paul, excuse me. How can any street dude hang with Poetik Flakko after work or whatever the case is? Knowing what type of content he put out and knowing his angles, and knowing that he puts out the propaganda that he does. So my whole thing would be that to this is Munchie B never one had, like, in my personal opinion, Munchie B never one time had a personal problem with Poetik Flakko. Even after these allegations that he's exposing Flakko, he's bringing this up. Before they got into it with Munchie, you never had a problem with him. Now you get into it with him, you have a problem with him. You knew he was dealing with an underage escort, or streetwalker, as you will call her. before then, but you don't have a problem with that. When you got into, now that you're into them, you have a problem with it. To me, these are showing like character flaws. You telling me, so I want to get I want to get this straight. So you're mad at me for saying basically Poetik Flakko, although I've been on record saying that I don't agree how Flakko, with his content, I don't agree with Flakko, his shenanigans and his antics and his tactics that he do, and his so-called war against street dudes and gang members. I don't agree with that. But Munchie wants me to side with him because he's at war with Flakko. And I've been neutral for the simple fact, though, even though I don't agree with Flakko, what he does, he has a right to make a living, bro. He has a right to make a living. Not only he has a right to make a living, like what is Poetik Flakko doing that ain't nobody else doing? We all in this content creator space. I don't hate on no man about getting their money, bro, especially no black man. I would never do that, bro. So you basically telling me that people can go to work with Flakko, but you can't hang with Flakko after work. I'm lost. Make it make sense to me, Munchie B. Make it make sense to me, because you said the question that I was asked by Dejan Paul of A Day in the Lake podcast, do I think that street dudes should hang out or have an existing relationship with with Poetik Flakko after they clock off work? And I said, yeah, why not? If you're a street dude, you know the rules and the guidelines. You shouldn't be talking to Flakko. You shouldn't be discussing no type of street stuff with this dude. That's like us as street members, as gang members. When you do whatever you're doing in the street, we don't bring that home. Real niggas don't bring that home. You ain't talking to your mom or your girlfriend or your sister how you done slid and you done did this and do that. Real ones don't do that unless you're trying to get caught or you trying to rat on somebody else, bro. I don't do that. I don't know nobody really to do that. So my whole thing is, you have a problem with me saying that I don't have a problem with street dudes hanging with him as long as they conduct themselves how they supposed to conduct themselves, but you don't got a problem with people going to work with them. Make that make sense, Munchie B. So you don't have a problem with T-Rail and Smack and Sharky and everybody else that got business dealings with Poetik Flakko when it's at work, but when it's off work, it's a problem? Like, make that make sense, brother.
I mean, it don't make sense at this point. You know what I'm saying? Munchie, he just trying to politic. He trying to control the narrative, right? And which is fair, right? Because, I mean, they enemies now, right? Podcast enemies, internet enemies, whatever. And I feel like a lot of them shots is towards me as well. Towards me and maybe the homie KK. You feel me? Even though he know KK or whatnot. But, yeah, I guess having a platonic pause, like just straight narrow, no street stuff involved, type of friendship or relationship with this individual will rub people the wrong way. I'm not talking with Flakko about nothing to incriminate me or anybody else. We talking strictly content. Alright? Work. How can we be better? How I get a lot of insight from him on how to do these videos and what I could be doing better, and it's just an elevation game. Like like I say, Flakko is definitely brighter than what a lot of people think outside of this, and he has a lot of knowledge and wisdom from putting in the work. So that's what I respect. So a lot of this stuff be antics and entertainment. I just never mind it. I don't, because that's not the person I really know outside of this. But I know what he got to do, what he doing, and what he's good at. This is what he's good at. So if you mad at him for that, be mad. But I'm gonna let Spotty continue on why this shouldn't be even an issue, because it's bigger fish to fry. You get it? Let's go.
Make that make sense. You can't hang with them after work, after you clock out, but you can hang with them while you working. This the selective politicking that I don't like and I don't appreciate, and that's why I try to stay away from it. And if you really just wait, kick back and see, people, they expose themselves to you all the time, bro. They expose their true intentions, and they expose how they really feel about you. Nothing I said that on Dejan and Tam podcast was demeaning, degrading, insinuating anything about Munchie B. I just gave a scenario, and I stated the obvious. And the scenario in the obvious that I stated was, if and I even put it in a hypothetical form, and this is a fact. Anything that's used, if one person's statement is used to convict or make somebody take a plea bargain with your statement to the streets, you're considered to be a rat. That's just a fact, because your name is on paperwork. Not only is your name is on paperwork, your statement was used to impact someone else's case or to get them time. How is that not being a rat? I'm lost. And then he say, I don't know if you I had plenty of co-defendants before. You ain't never been to the pen. I done been to the pen plenty of times, Munchie B. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna debate that. You know, you kind of went low, which I don't care about. I'm not gonna go low, because I don't want to turn this into no hood thing. I don't want to turn this into no beef, because it ain't no beef. I can't beef with a person who we can't settle our differences. It'll have to be somebody else that's settling our differences. So, you know, again, I'm going to just say for right now, I just feel the brother, you know, clearly he had a cut water in his hand. Maybe he just had one too many and he misspoke. Or right now you're speaking out of place, because in my personal opinion, you sound dumb and it has no merit. It has no logic. Like, your point has no logic. I'm literally been the only nigga who's been defending you, bro, or not making content. I could have ran the numbers up, bro, when this first came out. I didn't even make content about it. You make content about me, though, and what was going on me. I never made content about it. When I've been on these circuits, when I've been on these tours, I ain't said nothing bad about you. But you all of a sudden, you want to come out and just say weird shit? So let's talk about it.
Uh-oh. It's going down. Let's go.
If your statement is used to convict or make somebody take a plea bargain, how is that you not being a rat? It don't matter if you was saying it trolling. It doesn't matter if you was saying it plainly. It don't matter if you was changing this line or whatever. It does not matter, bro. It does not matter. And now you want to say you was trolling. Who trolls like that, bro? You can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at Flakko. You can't get mad at nobody that do content on that, because you put that on the internet. You can't get mad at him if he takes something and runs with it. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But you got to hold yourself accountable, brother. You got to hold yourself accountable. You made that situation. You made that situation, bro, whether you was lit or you said it knowledge or the trolling or not. That came out of your mouth. So how do you get mad when somebody running content on what you said, whether we agree with it or not? No, I don't agree with it, but it came out your mouth. So when is any accountability going to be taken on your behalf? It's none taken. Y'all don't sit up here. Look again. Look, I don't like the whole civilian things and all that, but the selective politicking gotta stop. When you turn on the news, you turn on Channel 5, you turn on Channel 7, you're not getting mad at the anchors and the newscasters up there for reporting the news. So why are you gonna report? You know what I'm saying? Why are you gonna get mad when this nigga, he reporting his news? This how he make a living. It's bullshit. A lot of it is BS. Yeah, but this how you make a living. I'm not gonna never tell a man not to stop. You know how many people you don't respect Poetik Flakko about what he doing and all that, but you can respect the prostitute getting money. You respect the person that's lying, stealing, and killing out here to get money, but this is what he doing to feed his family. Everybody know he BSing, and I don't condone what Flakko's doing. I'm not taking up for Flakko. I don't have no cape on, no nothing. Flakko will be the first person to tell you. I always tell him, bro, I don't agree with your content. I don't like what you doing. We have plenty of conversations like that, so I ain't putting on a cape for him. It's just like, what is he doing that everybody else been doing? Y'all ain't mad at Trap Lord Ross? Y'all ain't mad at 10-9 Jake and all them? They doing the same thing. Vlad, Adam 22, niggas ain't mad at that. Now let's touch on that. You saying can't no real street dude do that, or you can't, you disappointed because I said that. You the same dude, you talking about Poetik Flakko trying to get you to go to jail, which he probably is. I'm not disputing that. But how's Poetik Flakko not trying to get you to jail with Adam 22 doing the same shit? He literally, Adam 22 literally said, Spoetyface just want to kill people, and Munchie B carry guns around. He specifically on multiple occasions, multiple episodes said that you carry firearms around. He said, I told Munchie B to stop carrying firearms, but you don't got none of that energy towards Adam 22. But you feel like you upset with me for stating the obvious. You're so mad at Flakko, but the police even investigating it, they investigating you up there. They coming up there to your job. You ain't mad about you almost going to jail up there, but you mad at Flakko. I'm just lost, bro. I understand that you guys are into it right now, but I'm just cool on the selective politicking, bro. And then you gonna say, oh, well, you know, Spoetyface, I didn't call him because I feel like only person gonna get a call is a person who deserving or deserve that or I respect. If you didn't feel like I was deserving, or you didn't feel like you respect me, you should have never been in my face then, Brody. Come on. I don't play fake. Like, I don't do the fake stuff. So that's another character flaw, bro. That's another character flaw. I'm not gonna never shake nobody's hand that I don't mess with. I'm not gonna never talk to nobody that I don't F with, bro. That's just me. You niggas be out here pretending, y'all be out here faking. That ain't me. It's all cool though. I'm not really tripping. He's like, oh, I thought he was a genuine guy, nigga. I went against the whole squad for you, bro. To be able to sit down with you. You know how many of my niggas from rolling 60s and 9-0 and rolling hundreds mad at me because I sit down with you or I call you my bro? I'm like, nah, bro, cool. Or niggas get mad because I don't drop the low on you? If that's not genuine, brother, I don't know what to tell you.
After the gym, after work runs late, after just one more game, Moe's is open late for your after whatever meal.
There are trucks.
Man, this dude got so much ads. He trying to run it up on this channel. I ain't gonna lie. But look, all that's fun and dandy. I mean, like I said, he gave me a little breakdown on SmutFree TV already. You know, y'all can go check that out as well. Obviously, he don't like Munchie, you know what I'm saying, firing at him. So he gotta fire back. You know, he said, yo, you got all this energy for Flakko, but you ain't got energy for nobody else around you. You know what I'm saying? That's clearly the problem because Flakko is not around. You know, but Flakko just ruffles his feathers, I feel like. You know, but yeah, man, this was crazy. You know, Spotty had to, you know, really come out of retirement, I guess. You know, vacation or whatever he was saying, you know, to get at Munchie B to let Munchie know, hey, listen, this ain't that. You know, and he even I like how respectful he keeps it. Hey man, we ain't gotta make this no hood thing. This between me and you. You know? And that's facts. Like let's just keep it simple. Let's keep it on wax, Munchie. You know? But Munchie be going low. We all know Munchie go low. Munchie don't care. Munchie get drunk. He get loaded. You know, Munchie gonna stand on what he stand on. You know, whatever feet he got to left to stand on, right? Oh man, with that being said, man, y'all let me know what's going on in the comments, man. What y'all think about Spoetyface response? You understand? So Spoety just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Should he just go crazy on Adam, Munchie, everybody at No Jumper? Just go crazy one time, right? What, man? Y'all think Munchie in the wrong or is Munchie right about Spoety? You know what I'm saying? But this is nasty work, man. Munchie flip like that, man. Flip like a coin. Fast on Spoety, right? And it's kind of forcing Spoety hand because Spoety like, man, look, I was vouching. I was trying to protect, you know, our friendship for the time being. You know, and that's another thing, man. Can never ever think that you friends, man, because of the monetary gain, man. You know, and this is proof right here. So, with that being said, man, hop in these comments, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, become a member, turn on your notifications, tap that bell, smash that like button, follow SmutFree TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets, no cap. Stay tuned for more Rockstar Reacts right here on SmutFree TV.